Good morning. We will start session 5 on chapter mensuration. So in today's session we will study about solid figures. So till now previous sessions we have solved exercises based on plane figures, that is it's about areas and perimeters related to circle or trapezium, rectangle, rhombus, square, etc. Today we study about solid figures, that is three-dimensional figures. So when we talk about the three-dimensional solid figures, in 8th grade you will be studying about cube, cuboid and cylinder. That means you will be studying about its area and volume. Now we all know that what is the area? Area is nothing but the region bounded or the shaded region bounded by the given figure, that is the area, and volume is the total space occupied. But in terms of these solid figures, when we talk about an area, they have lateral surface area, or we also call that as a curve. It's not exactly lateral or curve. There are options. You will understand the meaning of lateral and meaning of curved. Curved surface area. In short, we write this as CSA, and this we write this as LSA, and we talk about total surface area, which is nothing but TSA. Now what is this lateral and total surface area? Let us talk about a cube. Okay, so a cube, if I draw, we have studied about number of faces in the cube, right? In visualizing solid shapes, there we understood faces. Now how many faces will a cube have? So cube will have totally 6 faces, correct? So I can say in this 4 plus 2. 4 walls I can take. If I talk about a room which is in this shape of a cuboid or a cube, a room has 4 walls. Always it should have 4 walls. Then it will have a roof, it will have a floor, right? So similarly 4 walls I can talk about, a roof and a floor. Now these 4 walls are called as lateral surface. Okay, together 4 plus 2 is called as total surface. That means when we talk about the lateral surface area of a solid figure, we only consider about the surrounding sides. We do not consider about its roof and about its base. Now for example, this is a cube. Cube will have 6 faces. Now what are each faces of a cube? Each face is nothing but a square. They are flat, right? That means they are joined by line segments, right? They are straight line segments, what we can see. That is why such straight line segments are there. We call that as a lateral surface. Now cuboid will also have the same thing. What is the lateral surface area? 4 walls I can talk about. Total surface area, 4 walls plus a roof and plus a floor, right? When I talk about a cylinder, now what is a cylinder? Let me take this marker pen as a cylinder. So cylinder has a round surface, or in other words I can talk about a curved surface. There is no flat surface in the cylinder. Flat is something which is joined by a line segment. You can tell this portion is flat. Yes, of course, but that should be joined by a line segment. There are no line segments present in a cylinder, right? This is round and these are circular. So cylinder has curved surface. So did you understand the meaning of curved surface, when do we say, and lateral surface, when do we say? A cube and a cuboid will have total surface, of course both will have. A cube and a cuboid will have a lateral surface since it has a line segment, and a cylinder has a curved surface because it is circular. So how many surfaces does a cylinder have? First of all, one curved surface, and 2 circular top and base. So if I talk about the CSA, that's only the curved surface. If I talk about total surface area, it's about the curved surface of the cylinder plus base plus top. Circular base plus circular top. That is what a total surface area of a cylinder. So we don't have a derivation of the formula here, children. We only have to remember these formulas as how we remember in the plane figures. So I will give you a small tabular chart wherein you will write these formulas, and so that it will be easy for us to remember to solve the sums. How we had done a tabular chart, it was not a chart, it was we just wrote down the formulas. Here we have a chart for area, that is CSA or LSA depending upon cube, cuboid and cylinder. Then TSA, total surface area, and about volume. So in 8th standard you only study about cube, cuboid and cylinder. In your 9th standard you will again repeat these things. Along with these solid figure, you will also study cone, which is a solid figure, hemisphere and semi-hemisphere, what spherical one. Hemisphere is a circle, is a plane figure. Hemisphere when we talk about, or that is called as a solid figure, and semi-hemisphere we talk, half of that. That you will be studying in the standard 9 and again followed by standard 10th. So this year mensuration chapter, what you study is a base for your 9th and 10th grade. So let's make this tabular column quickly. So in this tabular column, I will write here solid. Then we will write here LSA or CSA I will write, because it is depending on a cube, cuboid and a cylinder. Then we have a TSA and then we have volume. LSA and TSA, all these are areas, right, measured in square units. TSA is also measured in square units. Volume is measured in cubic units. Cube, cuboid, cylinder. Now see, cube is very simple. How many, let us see, for measuring of a cuboid and a cylinder, like exactly derivation we don't go with. But when I talk about a cube, how many faces does a cube has? A cube has 6 faces, correct? So 4 is LSA and 4 plus 2, that is equal to 6 TSA. Then what should be the area of the 4 surfaces? Each surface of a cube is in the form of a square, right? So that is nothing but 4 times the area of a square. Area of a square is side square, and this is 6 times area of a square, where A is side. Very simple. Cube is very simple, children. So 4A square, I will give the dimensions. What does this A, H, R will represent? For TSA it is 6A square. And for volume, what is volume? Volume is considered in terms of the space occupied, that is in terms of length, breadth and height. So in cube I think all 3 are equal. So volume is nothing but A cube. Or we can also write this as L cube. Anything is the same. Or I will write here. That's better. Okay. Let's talk about a cuboid. Cuboid is a bit different here. We don't do any derivation. When we talk about LSA, it is 2H of L plus B. Okay. TSA, when we talk about 2 of length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. This is total surface area of a cuboid. Then volume, when I talk about, it is length into breadth into height. Now cylinder, it is 2 pi r h. pi stands for 22 by 7, r stands for radius, and h stands for height. Now when I talk about TSA, 2 pi r of r plus h. So this is for total surface area of a cylinder. Volume, when we talk about, pi r square h. So these formulas, children, you have to remember them. If you know this chart, it will be easy for you. Initially you can refer this chart, right? Later, as and when you go on solving, you need to refer or you need to remember these formulas so that it will be very easy for you to solve the sums. Now let's write what is this A, L or H represents, where A is equal to side, or another word is where A or L is equal to side or edge of a cube. Okay, then L is equal to, it can be also length, B is equal to breadth. In cube, length is equal to breadth is equal to height. That you should know. So breadth and h is equal to height in cube. Next, where in cuboid, pi is the value where we use it as a 22 by 7, or sometimes they'll give you use pi as 3.14 depending on that, where r is radius of cylinder and h is height of cylinder. Okay, these things what you should know. So formula are there, learn them once again. I'll tell you so that there will be no confusion here. Wherever we use cube and cuboid, if in terms of we use it as a LSA, if it is in terms of a cylinder, we use that as a CSA. Okay, so if you want, we'll just put a star here and we will put a star here. So that star CSA is only used here. Remaining two are for LSA. We'll quickly start with the exercise now. So the exercise first one, there are two cuboidal boxes shown in the adjoining figure. Which box requires lesser amount of material to make? So let's just draw the boxes as per they have given first of all. So one is cuboidal and one is cubical actually. So the dimensions what they have given is 60 centimeter, then 40 centimeter and 50 centimeter. Wherein here it is 50, 50 and 50. The two cuboidal boxes which are shown in the adjoining figure, which of the box requires lesser amount of material to make? Now children, our main task is to here understand the question and first understand. Sometimes they will not give you find TSA, LSA or what or CSA. Looking at the question or reading the question, you need to analyze and understand what you are supposed to find. So two boxes are there. Which box requires lesser amount of material to make? That means how much material are required to make these boxes? What should I find? I have to find TSA of the box of both. So before, once we start the sum, always with respect to the figure, this is A and B, write what figure you are addressing to. So A part is what? A cuboid. How did you know it is a cuboid? Because length, breadth and height is given. B part is a cube. Why? Because length is equal to breadth and is equal to height. Always name the figure what you are addressing to. It can be a cuboid, cube or a cylinder. Always it has to be written. That's more important before you start the sum. So write down the dimensions after that. Length is equal to 60 centimeter, breadth is equal to 40 centimeter, and height is equal to 50 centimeter. Units are very important. So what they have given? Which box requires lesser amount of material to make? Total surface area directly. TSA is equal to 2 times of length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. Substitute. 2 into what is length? 60 into 40 plus 40 into 50 plus 50 into 60. Here you have quite a large numbers for calculation. 6 fours are 24, double zero. 4 fives are 20, 2 zeros. 6 fives are 30, 2 zeros. So 2400 plus what you can say here is, so add this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7400. 7400 into this is 74 twos is 148, double zero. TSA is how much? Centimeter square of a cuboid. Now next B part is, I will write this as cube. Even if you write that as a cuboid again also, length, breadth and height is same. So I will just write when A is equal to 50 centimeter. All are equal. TSA is equal to 6 times of A square, 6 times of 50 square, 6 into 5 5s are 25, 2500, 25 6 is actually 150, double zero centimeter square. Okay, so which will take a larger material to make here? Cuboid is taking 1,48,000. Sorry, I'm so sorry. 14,800, and cube is taking 15,000. So of course cube will take a larger surface. Conclusion is must and should. As you remembered in linear equations, quadrilaterals, whatever we had done, we had given a conclusion. So according to them, box B, I will write with respect to figure. Box B requires lesser amount, right? Sorry. Box A requires lesser material to make. Okay, very simple. We'll move to the next one. So let's start with this. A suitcase which measures 80 centimeter, 48 centimeter and 24 centimeter. That means we are relating to a cuboid. How do I know? Because I have given dimensions, length into breadth into height. So this is nothing but a suitcase. So what is the length of the suitcase? 80 centimeter. Breadth is 48 centimeter and height is 24 centimeter. Is to be covered with a tarpaulin cloth. If you have seen that, always a suitcase comes with a cover, right? At least not nowadays, but older days if you have seen, the suitcase used to come with a zip cover. That's something called as a tarpaulin cover, what we say. Is to be covered with a tarpaulin cloth. How many meters of tarpaulin of width? 96 centimeter is required to cover 100 such suitcases. So let's see here first of all. Now what we will do first is, let's find out how many meters of cloth required to cover the suitcase. I need to know the TSA. So assuming that the handle and all is excluded, the total part what we are supposed to check. Directly I will write TSA is equal to 2 of L into B plus B into H plus h into n. So 2 of 8 into 48 plus 48 into 24 plus 24 into 8. 48 8s are 1 second children, let me just I'm sorry, this is excuse me 80 centimeter, I missed it, excuse me, 80 as well as here 80. Okay, so 48 8s are is 3840 plus 48, quite a big numbers as I had told you here. Calculation will be, you have to do it bit carefully. 1152 plus 1920. So this will give you 6912. 6912 into 2 will give you 13824 centimeter square TSA of the suitcase. Now this is the TSA of the suitcase. Now read the question. Length of the tarpaulin cloth required we have to find, right? To at least cover one such suitcase. Write down. Length of tarpaulin required to cover one suitcase is equal to total surface area of the suitcase divided by width of the tarpaulin what they have given. TSA of a suitcase divided by width of tarpaulin. That is equal to how much it is? 13824 divided by 96 is nothing but 144 centimeter. That means length of a tarpaulin required to cover, width of the tarpaulin given is here 96. If the width is 96, how much meter you require to cover that suitcase? How much centimeter you require? 144 centimeter of the cloth you require. Now, next what I have given, how many such suitcases are there? 100 such suitcases are there. Therefore, length of tarpaulin required to cover 100 such suitcases is equal to 144 into 100, that you will get here as 14400 centimeter. Okay, read the question carefully children. Once again, how many meters of tarpaulin of width 96 centimeter is required to cover 100 such suitcases? How many meters of cloth? So length of tarpaulin required should be in terms of meters. So our calculation, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Last we'll do this. 14400 centimeter is equal to how many meter? So that is 14400 divided by 100 is nothing but 144 meter. This is equal to 144 meter. Final answer. Please do this conversion, which is very, very important. Right? So a bit different sum here, but this goes like this. Okay, So for today's class, I will keep it just two sums because I can solve the remaining, but what I want you all to do is when I'm solving the sum, you're not supposed to refer the formulas again and again by turning page. For first day today's one, like okay, it was about cube and cuboid. We just referred the formula, we remembered it. So from the next class onwards, when I'm solving the sum, you should be able to remember the formula. The minute I say it is a cuboid, you should know it's a cuboid. So what is TSA? What is LSA? It's a cylinder. So what is TSA? What is LSA? Now volume will come later. That's in the next exercise. So you should be able to remember those formulas easily and apply it rather than always turning your page. Hardly we have three formulas here. Cube and cuboid is anyhow very simple. Only thing is to remember here cylinder. So please remember, please learn the formulas so that our next session when we solve the remaining set of sums will be very easy for you.